Alzheimer's disease is the sixth leading cause of death in the United States. Nearly 6 million Americans are living with the disease, and it's estimated that by 2050, that number is going to be nearly 14 million. Joining me now to talk about this is neuroscientist Dr. Whitney Wharton, who specializes in Alzheimer's disease and related disorders at Emory University's School of Medicine. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, this is fascinating and really in the news right now, so I know a lot of people at home are concerned as well.
Sure.
I love that you say there are 5 things you can do to prevent the disease, even if you're predisposed to it. What is that?
Sure. There are 5 things that we have found that can significantly reduce your risk. Some of them are more easy than others. The first one, if you're smoking, quit. It's bad for you. It's bad for your heart. It's bad for your brain. It's
Even
really,
this vaping stuff.
Yes, not good. Not good. Number 2 is alcohol consumption. A little bit of wine is okay.
What's a little?
But probably a glass and a half with
A
dinner.
day?
So you're good. So a little bit is okay, but alcohol in moderation. The third is diet. So, especially us in the South, if we have a plate in front of us and it's brown and it's big and it's covered in gravy and it tastes amazing, it's probably not the best thing for your heart or for your brain for that matter. So, the more leafy greens, nuts are great. And there's little things that you can do. You don't have to change your entire diet, but if you can eat frozen vegetables versus canned, if you can eat fresh versus frozen, that's better. So just little things you can do. Reducing salt is huge for diet. The third is exercise. And I'm talking about specifically sort of cardiovascular exercise. So you don't necessarily have to get a gym membership, but anything that you can do, including walking, yoga, gardening, anything that you can do to try to work up a sweat.
Heart rate up.
Heart rate. Keep your heart rate up. Keep your blood vessels fluid. That really helps your brain because all of the blood from your heart has to eventually go up and perfuse your brain. And if that's getting clogged, there's a direct link there. Another one is staying cognitively active. And that doesn't necessarily mean, playing online brain games or crosswords, even though those are helpful. That can be, taking up a new hobby, learning something new. Just watching this program, you're learning something new. That's cognitively stimulating, but better than that, just the socialization. So go for a walk, try to get out of your house, go to church, go to yoga, anything that you can do to have that exchange with individuals is beneficial.
And you're working on a study now.
Right, a couple of studies.
Talk about that and where we're standing.
Sure. So I'm a prevention scientist. So while what's in the media a lot of times that we're currently there's a bunch of drugs in the testing phases right now at different levels of completeness. But something that the National Institutes of Health and the Alzheimer's Association is focusing on is Alzheimer's prevention research. So what we do is design clinical trials, interventions, lifestyle interventions in people who we would consider most at risk for Alzheimer's. So instead of having to cure you later when your brain has been infiltrated by the changes that cause Alzheimer's, I'm trying to prevent that from happening in the first place. And we do enrolling specifically individuals right now who are at risk, and that is African Americans, that is women, that is caregivers of their parent or spouse with Alzheimer's disease, and that is people with a parental history.
Is there any age?
There were studies that, there's hundreds of studies going on, but, you can participate as young as 18. We're really trying to get that middle age range, 45 to 65.
Gotcha.
And you can be cognitively normal. That's who we're looking for, because we're trying to do things to prevent these things from happening.
Wow, well, so much information there, and we were going to tell people how they qualify, if they can, what they can do. Dr. Whitney, thank you so much. If you qualify and are interested in participating in Dr. Wharton's study, find out more information by going to her website at neurology.emory.edu/research laboratories Wharton Lab. All right, we're going to have all that information for you. Thank you for joining us this morning. See you next Sunday for another edition of Public Affairs on Peach. Have a great one.